All right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the next episode of The Unlimited Truth. And I'm going to be real with you. There's going to be a lot of shit talking today. I got my brother here, man, Tuck Master. How you doing, my man? Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Oh, hey everybody, this is your boy DJ Tugmaster. The shit noise talking this ass pony station. I can't stand ponies and ponies can't stand me. So let's get this shit to rolling. And I can't wait to stop to talk about these damn ponies. Cause right now they just eating shit and they being real quiet now.
Oh, man. Are uh are they, man? All right. So check this out. The big topic right now in the gaming world is the massive success of this wonderful game, this wonderful Xbox exclusive to the Xbox ecosystem called Forza Horizon 5. And here's the beauty of it. Day one, the game topped out at 4.5 million players, as confirmed by the likes of Phil Spencer and everybody. And today it came out that it was the largest launch game ever for Microsoft and Xbox. And so it's kind of funny that, to quote my brother E Rock, who he said it months ago, that 2021 is the year of vindication. And how can you not be more vindicated than this? Where after years and years and years of Xbox has no games, the Xbox brand is dying. Forza Horizon 5 had a downgrade, and everything in the book, it came down to, at the end of the day, they were wrong as always. And thank you for joining me, other Zinc and KTJ Gaming. Yeah. So we got my brother Tuckmaster here, and like I said, and as the title of this video said, Forza Horizon 5, day one, 4.5 million players. Tonight crossed the 5 million mark. This is just absolutely insane to see this level of success. And in a month when Halo comes out, I think it's even going to be bigger. But yeah, Tuck, man, Tuck, let me get your thoughts on this, man. What do you think about the success of Forza? And it just came out officially a day ago.
Well, you know what? Hey, man, I've been playing the game ever since what Thursday.
Hmm.
Because I bought the $45
Oh yeah,
card,
yeah.
get the cars and everything and all that stuff. And I just want to play the game early.
All right,
I mean, I knew it was gonna be beautiful, but damn, I didn't know it was gonna be that mind blowing. I mean, you see videos and all that stuff of people playing the game, but I'm like, wow, I mean, I'm like, you know, is there's times when I'm playing the game, I'm just cruising. I'm just cruising because I want to see the beauty of the whole game.
right.
I mean, dude, I mean, there's nothing that I can really just say marvelous. I mean, that's all you can say. Um, with the 5 million, I didn't know that they had that many people playing it. But would that have surprised me? No, because I know people really been waiting for this game for a long time.
Hmm.
Um, it's just amazing how people, all they talk about is that we only got like three exclusives. They always talk about, we got Halo, all we got is Halo, and all we got is Horizon Zero. I mean, the race car game, and they say that all we got is Gears of War and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it just amazes me that every time the damn games come out, it sells. I mean, it makes money. It makes
Exactly.
money. I mean, there's not a damn thing that Sony is on their platform is making more money than those three franchise by themselves, all by themselves.
Yep.
And all they're gonna do is just get better. It's gonna get better and better and better. And I mean, how better it's gonna get, I don't know. But if they keep on doing what they're doing now, Sony is gonna have to do something. Sony's gonna have to do something now. And I'm not talking about that Horizon Zero Nine bullshit either, because that shit might do good, but then again, it might not. I mean, I mean, we know how they are about their damn games. They wait till they damn games go to recycle bin, and
Mm-hmm.
then they'll buy it. But man, there's nothing that I can just say about this game, man. This game is just marvelous.
Very true, and I mean, it's the best looking game I've ever played. When I started up on my Series X, you know, and the thing with stuff like this is like you don't really you don't really feel it until you actually play it yourself on just how unbelievably stunning the game is and how good it is. And it really hits you that the Forza Horizon devs playground games, they're freaking wizards at their job. And like other things said, he's at level 90 right now in this game of the year period. You know, now I started playing it yesterday when it officially came out. I didn't get I didn't play the version you did, you know, where you played it a few days early. But still, even after I'm playing it, man, this game, I, every time I just look at it, it's like, how did they do it? And then to add to it, the game is unbelievably fun. The best arcade racer series on the planet, bar none at this point. I don't think anything can top it. Uh, just what they're doing, the level customization, uh, I mean, even some of the creative stuff people have done, you know, where I got my car, got its design, with all these designs and stuff. It it really just this game for a racing game has no limits, and and you know, and you understand why Forza is one of their $3 billion franchises. Something that you said, and others, Zink also said in the comments section, that Sony doesn't have any games that make money like that. Um, that's why the Xbox division is worth nearly $600 billion. You know, because when you got games like Halo, Gears, and Forza, well, that's why they're Halo, Gears, and Forza. But this idea that's all Xbox have. I mean, that's dead. That's been dead for a while, in my opinion, but now it's really dead because the Gunk comes out December 16th. Next year we got Redfall and Starfield. So Xbox is going to have more success, and they aren't going to have their big three. Instead, they're going to have new IPs and stuff to carry them. So yeah, man, Tuck. Like you know, like you said, I don't know what Sony could do, to be honest with you, because they don't got the money to compete with Microsoft. The best they could do is keep buying timed exclusivity for these third party games. But when we got so much to play on Xbox, thanks to stuff like Game Pass and our own collection, and every game being backwards compatible, and these new games, which are just, you know, Xbox games have legs, so you play it for longer than a weekend, then put it away, you know, or sell it off. We're good. You know, we don't need Final Fantasy 16 when we have Starfield coming next year. You know, we don't need Kina and that Kina game, even though it does look good, when we got the Gunk coming in a month and a half. There's no rush for those time exclusives on PlayStation that come to Xbox, and they're not going to do damage to Xbox, as we see with this being art. What this got to be the biggest release of the year, right?
Yeah,
Because look, Call of Duty came out the same day as Forza, and have you seen anybody talk about it, played it, or anything with that Call of Duty game? You know,
no,
yeah, I haven't either. You know, and usually when a Call of Duty comes out, you know, my friends list, there'll be people playing it. Now it's Forza, 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 Forza. One dude play a Call of Duty, then back to Forza. So that's what we're dealing with a game like this. Oh yes, that's right. Minecraft is also $1 billion franchise, and you know, Minecraft, man, that's a monster on its own right there.
yeah, that's a monster all by itself, man. I mean, hell, you still got people from the PC still playing that damn game big time.
Yeah.
So I can imagine how the new one's gonna look when they come out, man. It's gonna be unbelievable, man.
Hmm.
I mean, and then I think you did something that you said that it looked good on this game looked good on all platforms.
Yeah. Somehow it's running on the base Xbox One, that 9-year-old console, and it still looks amazing even on there.
Man, see, this is what I'm talking about. See, this, I just cannot. I just got to give Microsoft everything they kudos. I mean, they give people what they want,
Mm-hmm.
and what they want is this, and what they want is that. Man, I was wondering when the gunk was going to come out. I thought it was going to probably go move back to next year, but when it came
Yeah,
out
so
today
did
and
I.
said that it's going to come out the 16th,
Mm-hmm.
oh man, that's just icing on the cake.
Yeah. Oh man. I mean, what a.
So,
Oh, sorry to cut you off. Yeah. What are
so
you
that's
saying?
three exclusives
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the year.
Now, with that said, Microsoft, just some constructive criticism. Can you please space these games out a little more? There are 365 days in a year. You don't got to scrunch them all between October and December, guys. I mean, geez, how I'm not going to have time to play Forza, then Halo, then the Gunk. And then if there's any other game I'm interested in, they're going to have to sit by the wayside as well. So for 2022, Microsoft, please, for the love of God, space these games out a little more. Fortunately, the Scorn was delayed till next year, so that gives us some breathing room. That we got three exclusives, just pretty much coming back to back to back over the front. One just came out yesterday, and the next two are coming out within the next month and a half. It's a wonderful situation. I'm
I
not
mean,
complaining. I'm
I
just
mean,
saying, Microsoft's just space them out a bit.
when is Halo coming out?
Halo comes out December 8th.
Okay, then you talking about what? 5 days later? You
No,
mean
no,
what?
it's about
7 days later? The gunk
eight,
is
eight,
coming out,
eight,
man.
8 days, about a week later, 8 days later, the gunk comes out.
Man, and these ponies are crying. They just crying. I hope they just keep on crying. Like I said, ponies, if you don't want to buy Xbox, just go ahead, just gotta go and get the Game Pass and shut the fuck up. And just realize that Microsoft really got your asses in a bind this year.
Yeah.
But they won't do that. They'll find
Nah.
some way. They'll find some way to talk about it real bad. So
Yeah. Well, we're talking about a fan base that used to be about support the devs. Oh, Game Pass is going to kill games. Now with Forza Horizon, they're all talking about pirating it and stuff like that. And it's like, man, these guys are just so pathetic. They've taken so many L's this year that I don't even do they even realize that the rest of the world is laughing at them when they do all this crazy stuff, Tuck?
you know what, man? Hey, you know what? If they don't realize that now, man, they never will realize it. This is just the truth. One one thing they got to realize is this. Okay, Microsoft is $1 trillion company, and they're not competing with Sony. They're not. They never have and never will. They are competing with the other $1 trillion companies out there like Google and all of them. So, I don't know where Sony's going to get up in, but Sony's, they just get off, you know, they can get off on and just forget all about this race because, as far as I'm
Hmm.
concerned, this thing is almost about to be over.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, this is what makes a bad unlimited production.
Hmm.
We hadn't even seen what Microsoft is going to do with this system.
Right.
We haven't even seen nothing yet.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, I mean, you see people talk about, well, PlayStation's going to come out with Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo ain't going to be able to touch a light to this race car game. A
No.
light.
I,
I
I
mean,
think they Tuck, I think they forgot a little game called Forza Motorsport 8 is also being developed. And the
yep.
Turn 10, I don't know if you remember, the Turn 10, the dev said that game was going to be a graphical leap. Now remember something, Tuck. We haven't seen too many current gen games only, games that only run on the Xbox Series X and PS5. Next year that's all changing because Starfield is going to be, that's going to be only on the Series X and S. So and that remember that trailer they showed at E3 They said that was an engine, an in game or something like that, or an engine scene. So imagine just based off that trailer what that game is going to look like now that Bethesda isn't using a 25-year-old engine that they've been using for the likes of the Elder Scrolls and Fallout. So it's like you said, it's only the beginning, the tip. It's only been year one, and it's fitting that today is the, you know, a year ago the Xbox Series X came out, so now we're in 1 year later, and look at what we got already: the Ascent, the Medium, Flight Simulator, Forza Horizon, the Gunk, Halo, and that's just year one. Now imagine what the rest of the generation is going to be like. Tuck.
You know what? Hey, you know what? Unlimited. Let me tell you right now. And one thing else you forgot to mention there too.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, Microsoft. Come on, y'all. You know, y'all need to back up this catalog a little bit because
Yeah.
the thing about it is, I'm thinking that the Top Gun DLC is gonna still come out.
All
And I mean,
right.
and once that come out, man, dude, you can imagine. You know, and I'm gonna tell you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen. Horizon Zero, I mean, the Horizon 5 is the most beautiful race car game,
Yep.
and Microsoft got them beat in two areas. It's the most beautiful venue for a race car game, and that Flight Simulator is the most beautiful game in the world when it comes down to flight simulation.
Yeah.
You can't beat it. You
Can't
can't.
beat it.
You can't. And then just imagine when they come out with this Top Gun package.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really sure if it's been backed up because of the movie want to come out next year, but I don't know what they're doing. But
Right.
if that comes out, oh my lord, people's gonna love to fly the jets.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. That Top
Man,
Gun's going to add some new life to Flight Sim.
oh heck yeah. And people gonna love it. People's gonna love it. So to me, hey, you got it the best in both worlds when it come down to Microsoft.
Yep.
Like you said, you got the Ascent, you got the one game that went to PlayStation. What's the name of that game?
The Medium.
The Medium, which I'm not really. I don't even hear nobody talking about the Medium on the PS5. I don't see nobody talking about it.
Yeah. And that
So
was a very good game too.
yeah, it was a good game. I loved it. It's a different type of game, but but I loved it. And then, like you said, you got the Scent, you got the Air Simulator, the Flight Simulator, you got the race car game, you got Forza 5,
Mm-hmm.
you got you got Halo coming out, and then you got the Gunk.
Yep.
Now, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I thought the Gunk might have been moved back to next year.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even, I just took my name out of the Gunk. But when I turned and said, okay, Gunk out December 16th. So
Yeah. That was
Microsoft
a
is
surprise.
so Microsoft is doing what they need to do. They're doing what they need to do.
Mm-hmm.
They know how to do it. They know when to do it, and they doing it right now.
Yep. Yeah.
So
And
I
props to
mean,
them for getting it out on December. Because I was like you. I thought that was going. I was ready to write that one off as a 2022 game. But
right.
man, they're giving us a lot of stuff to play this holiday.
Shoot. And then you look at all the stuff that's coming out, man. I mean, you look at all the controllers and
Yeah.
the different type of controllers and the Xbox. And if I can never lay my hand on that Halo version of the Xbox, I'm buying one.
Yeah. Oh, same here, man. I wanted that Halo, that custom Halo console badly, but
Yeah.
I just couldn't get it in time. Oh man, did I want that? It's a man, Xbox. One thing you could say, they make custom controllers and consoles like nobody else. Because that console is gorgeous, and I would have loved to have it in my collection.
Well,
But
I tell you right now. I tell you when do that game come? When do that console come out?
I think it come out the same day as Halo. Hold on, let me. I'll check. But if I
No,
think
it
it comes
comes
out.
out in November.
Oh, okay, it does.
It comes out in November. They coming out with that before they even
Oh,
come out
it
with
comes out
Halo.
before the game.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
because if you can go to a Best Buy,
Uh huh.
you might can find one because they're not taking pre-orders for that game.
Yeah.
So you might get there. If I can get there if I can call one of my boys and they can say, man, yeah, dude, you just be here in the morning. We get you one. I'm
Right.
gonna buy one right off the
Right.
bat.
Hey, man, I do the same because that console looks gorgeous. And you're right. It,
Yeah,
it does come out November 25th. So it comes out about a week or two before Halo Infinite.
yeah.
Yeah,
So it
man.
comes out. That comes out a day before Black Friday, right?
Yeah.
So that game comes out. So that's coming out on Thursday.
Comes that Thanksgiving. Yeah, it looks like it comes out Thanksgiving Day.
Man, oh boy,
Oh,
boy, that's
don't forget.
something else.
Yeah, and then I forgot. Next year we got games like Stalker as well in April.
Oh,
So
I forgot
yeah,
all about Stalker. Darn.
yeah. So 2022 is stacked. 2021 is ending on a wonderful note. If you're an Xbox gamer, be proud, be happy, and do what the other side does. Just enjoy the games. You know what I'm saying? And I said it earlier this week and got some pushback on it. We don't need to brag about Metacritic. We don't need to brag about review scores. Just let the game's quality, show itself on its own. These games that Xbox makes are wonderful. That's why people love them. That's why people buy them. That's why Halo's going to be the biggest game next month, and Forza's the biggest game this month because of the quality alone. So we don't need that extra validation. We don't need Digital Foundry to tell us how good the game looks. We know it from the eye test and from playing it that this is a gorgeous looking game and a fun playable game. And at the end of the day, that's what's most important is playing video games that you can enjoy. Um, so yeah, so I just wanted to put that out there. It's not about the reviews. It's not even about as much fun as it is to talk shit because the PlayStation fans are fucking weirdos who are pro piracy. I saw one dude he tried to say this Tuck. He was like, "Well, why the PlayStation fans were the ones who were supporting Forza before release?" Like, come on, man, cut the bullshit. No, and that's what we're here for, Tuck. We're here to tell them to cut the bullshit and call them out when they say stupid shit like that. But you know what? When this stream is over, what we gonna do? We gonna go back to real life because PlayStation don't even live in our heads. We don't give a fuck about PlayStation like that. We just talk about it on our 5 minute videos and stuff because it's entertaining. And if they didn't keep providing endless content, we wouldn't be talking about them at all. We just do what we always do. Enjoy Xbox.
And you know what, Colin? This is one thing I really don't get is that they still want to talk about this narrative. Oh, we just want single player games. We
Oh
want
Lord.
single player games. I said, oh my God. I got into a little argument with one of my boys, and
Hmm.
I said, he's an Xbox. There, I said, dude, what the heck are you talking about? I said, Xbox do got them. They
Yeah.
got them. I mean, they just don't got single player games. They got multiplayer, multiplat, and
And
single player and
yeah,
campaign.
and
So what
co-op
more do you want?
and co-op. And look, for everybody saying Xbox needs single player games, let me tell you two things. One, Starfield comes out next year. That's going to be a single player RPG. Two, Bethesda literally said today in an interview, or no, yesterday, I'm sorry, in an interview, Todd Howard said that they're committed to single player games. So what are you guys talking about? Xbox don't have single player. What is Doom? Doom, last I checked, was a single player game. Uh, what is And I get it. But the thing about it on Xbox, it's not only about single player. A lot of us enjoy co-op. A lot of us, and that's why something like Redfall, I think, is going to be a big hit. In the same way, Back for Blood was a big hit on Game Pass. You know, because it's a co-op game, and
Yeah,
people like playing with their friends on Xbox. Yeah, we still enjoy our single player. I love playing single player games, but sometimes you just want to kick back and play with your friends or do multiplayer as well. And that's where Xbox has always done great at, and that's why their games have legs, and that's why I like the Bethesda acquisition, because those Bethesda games, they are not short games. They're not something that you're not going to beat Starfield in 10 hours in a weekend, like the PlayStation fans did Ratchet and Clank for $70. Nah, man, Starfield is going to be a game you sink your teeth in and enjoy for a while. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah,
so so look, I have all the faith in the world in Xbox, and I I love this, man. This is what, as much, I really enjoyed the Xbox One generation, but it's nice to enjoy Xbox without the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's nice to enjoy Xbox without people needlessly hating Quantum Break and all that other shit we dealt with for the last 8 years or 7 years, however long last gen lasted. So to know that we're here, man, oh, it is just wonderful, Tuck. I love it, man. It's so much fun being an Xbox gamer right now. It really is.
yeah. And this is the weirdest thing. This is the weirdest thing is that this is what I'm afraid of. That the first thing they're gonna be going to talk about, well, we need single player games. Then all of a
Mhm.
sudden, when they get a single player game and they beat it, oh well, that should have been a multiplayer. I'm like, y'all, make up your damn mind. I
Yeah.
mean, like I said, I like what Microsoft is doing. They doing the
Hmm.
right damn thing. Forza Motorsports, I love it. You got a
Yeah.
single player element. You can play online
Yep.
with your friends and all that stuff. Halo campaign, single player experience, campaign. You got multiplayer. I think you got co. You got multiplayer. They're gonna come out with co-op later on.
Yep.
They over there trying to make that. Yeah, I think they still trying to make that a big deal, but they can't even do that because, like Microsoft said, they're gonna come out with the co-op later on.
Yep.
It ain't no big deal.
Not at all.
So so people just be happy with what you got because they
Yeah.
don't have to give it to you. So
I,
and I mean, and now you see what Sony did with Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, I think they brought out a multiplayer on theirs.
yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
they
That's
brought
right.
out
That's right.
co-op.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. They added multiplayer 6 months after they originally released, and then they resold it for $70 on PS5, calling it a director's edition or director's cut. I,
Right,
I
and
mean, hey,
knowing that should have been free.
exactly. It should have been a free upgrade, the same way Gears was, the same way Forza Horizon was, the same way State of Decay 2 was, the same way Halo Master Chief Collection. All free next gen upgrades. Didn't have to pay an extra dime for them. That's how it should be, and that's why I'd be so against remasters and stuff. Because I'm at
But
the point with if Xbox could make a game run better than ever, 4K 60 and all this stuff, I'd rather just do that for free than be resold more old shit.
right, and then another thing too is like you got to think of it. Okay,
Mhm.
that as powerful as these machines are now, as powerful as the Xbox is right now, I'm
Yeah.
not even gonna include that little dog shit ass PS5 because that's just a hand me down what we got. Okay,
Yeah.
with all the power that we got on the system, they don't have to turn around and cut. They don't have to shortcut nothing on any of the games no more.
Right.
They don't have to shortcut on any of the games no more. That's the
Exactly.
reason why the developers are loving it because they don't have to shortcut. They
Yep.
don't have to turn around and down the graphics just to do a single player game or just do a multiplayer game. They can keep the damn game fresh overall. And
Yep.
Sony ponies, and you know what? Let me tell you right now. You know what? And I don't like Sony, but I will give Sony one credit. They are trying to keep that Ghost of Tsushima game fresh, and
Yeah.
that's what I try to tell people. You want to keep the game fresh as much as possible.
Yep.
You don't want the game to be stagnant. You don't want the game to be boring. You don't want the game to be say, okay, one and done. And then all of a sudden, what's next? What the hell is next? If it's one and done, what's next? You gotta wait, what, 3, 4 months until another exclusive come out?
Well, I mean,
Okay,
they haven't had
please.
exclusive. I mean, Returnal came out in April or May. No, when did Returnal? No, what came out last? Returnal or Ratchet and Clank? Whichever one came out second. They haven't had a big time exclusive since the summer, and I
Since
know they
Ratchet and
didn't.
Clank.
Yeah, and I know they didn't play that Kina game because it wasn't AAA enough for them because that's all they value. So they haven't had nothing significant since the summer. They really got nothing this holiday. So that's why it's all Xbox, Xbox, Xbox for them. And
Yeah.
thank you for Dirk Griggity for that, man. Uh, what's up, Dirk, man? Thank you for joining us as always, my brother. And check out his channel as well. And speaking of which, I need to get better at shout outs because there are a lot of great Xbox people y'all need to follow. Someone like Other Zing, someone like Tuckmaster, DGX Tuckmaster. Please follow these people. They make wonderful content. Dirk Griggity, follow him. Wonderful content. And so yeah, so as we were saying, man, Sony hasn't had they really don't have nothing this holiday. That's why it's Xbox, Xbox, Xbox. And then here on Xbox, we appreciate games like the Gunk. So you already know you're gonna be seeing gameplay of that on my channel and everything. Because I was looking forward to the Gunk from the moment it was shown. That looks very
Yeah, I
creative and
was.
unique.
I was. Okay, and look at this, and look at this, Collins. Okay, that's a single player game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. It is. You're absolutely right, Suck. Great point, man. It is a single
So
player
so
game.
so don't so all these Xbox dudes, don't get them and talk all that noise that we don't got no single player games. Because we do.
Yeah.
Because we do.
Yep.
I
You're
mean, matter of fact, you think about it, all the games are single players.
uh-huh.
All the exclusive games are single player. They just got,
Yeah. Yeah,
they
they
just, I mean, they got the single player element, they got the multiplayer element, they got the co-op element. I mean,
exactly.
what more can you ask for? You got the better of three worlds.
Exactly. And what's up, Mr. Kina? Thank you for joining me. Pixel Bit Gaming. You're right, man. The Gunk is gonna be fire. um that's why we're hyping it up right now, man, because we know a quality game when we see it. And I'm a big lover of even if it's from a smaller dev doing something new and unique. I love that stuff. So
Right.
from the moment I saw the Gunk, I was all in. And then knowing that it's coming out December thanks to today's announcement, sign me up, man. And yeah, and I'm one of those people. I end up buying games off Game Pass, so I could definitely see myself buying the Gunk as well, and just to own it, and also have it in my collection and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, there's nothing. Oh, what about say to you? I'll think about it here in a minute. I'll think
All
about
right.
it in a minute. I forgot what I was about to say.
Oh
I'll
yeah, yeah.
think about it here in a minute.
All right. Oh, yeah. If you remember what it was about, let me know, man. Let's see. So Pixel Bit, State of Decay is a single player game that millions of people. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Years ago, they said that they had like 5 million players or something like that when it hit Game Pass. Dirk said, "All that Xbox has no." Oh yeah, yeah, man. Those days are dead. It's to the point where anybody who says it now just look goofy and silly, and they're more likely to be clowned. I remember earlier this year, I think it was, what is it called? Push Square Gaming, I think they're called. It was some PlayStation Central channel that tried to push that narrative, and they got thumbs down. A PlayStation Central YouTube channel had their video thumbs down because the Xbox hate train. Hey, that really stopped with the Bethesda deal. But hey, man, it really took a full stop when the Xbox Series X came out last year. And they're the steampunk guys too. Who are the steampunk guys? Pixel bit. That's not ringing a bell off the top of my head.
I mean, you just look at all the games what Microsoft has done.
Mhm.
and they have delivered. They have delivered the most powerful console in the
Yep.
world. No more excuses.
None.
Phil Spencer said we would never be left behind like that
Yep.
no more.
Yep.
And so far, everything that he has said is true. I'm looking forward to, I man, you know what? Um, I really don't like looking toward the future that fast
Uh
because
huh.
I don't, when they ain't talking about games until they come out.
Mhm.
Like I try to tell my one friend, he's a PS5 lover.
Mhm.
He's talking about, he's already talking about the Horizon Zero Dawn Birth of Wild game. And when I told him, I said, dude, I don't talk about no damn games. 3 months. Hell, I mean, they might decide to go ahead and pull the damn game back. You
Yeah.
never could tell.
Yeah. You'll
So
never
I
know.
don't leave myself that excited. So, and then he's gonna say that I'm negative minded. That's dude, how can I be negative minded on something that's gonna come out in February?
Right. Right. Well, I
I
mean,
mean,
when you got nothing to play, you just that's what you got to do, man. And
yeah,
for us Xbox fans, we survived the worst of the worst. And I said it earlier. I enjoyed the Xbox One generation, but you'll be lying to yourself if you say that it's comparable to the way Microsoft has set up now, because they got 23 developers. They got just so many games announced alone. You know, even stuff we won't see for a few years, like Indiana Jones and Fable, right? So it it's there's so much. Xbox right now is so content rich that it's hard not to fanboy a bit and just be ultra excited, extra excited about everything. And yes, talk that shit, because I've been seeing the PlayStation fans now. They want civility. They want civility all of a sudden. Talk. Oh man, you guys are being too hard on us. This kind of content is toxic. Why are you being so toxic towards us? And it's like, really, so the same fan base that spent the last 7, 8 years hating on everything Xbox. No, even when it contradicted themselves, Xbox need to do better. Xbox needs games. This, and that. Forza has a downgrade. This, and that. You guys want civility, really? Uh, you guys now want to wave the white flag. Want everything to be. You want to say that the console wars are all bad and stuff. Hey, you should have had that energy years ago. Then nobody would have thrown this in your face. In Pixelbit said Sony dudes are skipping Christmas and bah humbug.
oh my
Exactly,
god.
man.
Now
And
I want to ask you. Hey, Colin, I want to ask you something.
yeah. What's up?
Now, my friend gonna go there and talk about all the games that PlayStation coming out gonna have coming out next year,
Uh huh.
like around February and all that stuff. And this is what I gotta keep on reminding him. I said, dude, why the hell do you think Microsoft bought Bethesda? I said,
Exactly.
listen, that's the reason why they bought Bethesda because they can keep up with whatever PlayStation come out with. They're
Hmm.
gonna rebuild it.
Yep.
They're gonna come out with the same amount of games and all that stuff. So
Well,
I'm just, huh?
no, I was just saying that they got more games announced than PlayStation.
Right. So I just told him, I said, dude, our games is gonna come on, dude. I mean, man, we're gonna have so many damn games that's gonna come out. Man, I can't even count them all. I mean, hell. I mean, I'll lose count after the gunk. After I heard that the gunk gonna come out with exclusive,
Yeah.
I lost count after that because I didn't think about scoring coming out next year.
Yeah.
I didn't think about Stalker coming out next year. I mean, darn.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
mean, but I
off the
swear
top.
to you, man, I'm like you. I thought the gun was gonna come out sometime next year.
Yeah. I mean,
But
we're at the point, Tuck, where Xbox has so many games announced that it's hard to keep up. For example, off the top of my head, next year is Stalker, Scorn, Redfall, and Starfield. Somebody said Avowed was going to release next year, and all this other stuff. How am I supposed to know, man? I don't spend 24 hours a day looking at gaming content. You know what I'm saying? I have a job and a relationship and all this other stuff. So when news comes to me, I just absorb it and enjoy it. And
Yeah, I mean, they just, I mean, so the Sony people got to realize one doggone thing. Okay, they talking about, um, because me and my one friend got a bet. I went and told him straight up.
uh-huh.
I said, God of War is not coming out next year.
Right.
I told him that. I said, now, I said, now if it does come out next year, fine. If it don't, I said, so we made a bet for a whole week of lunches.
Right.
So I
Well,
said, so I told him, I said, when it don't come out, all I gotta say is this: I told you so.
I actually think it will come out, and the reason why I think it will come out is because Xbox has another strong lineup for 2022, and I don't think Sony wants to rely on Horizon Zero or Horizon Two being. And remember, Horizon Two comes out in February. I don't think they want that to be their only big game. Oh no, because Horizon 2 comes out in February and then Gran Turismo comes out in March. So that's two games early in the year. I don't think they want another situation this year where Microsoft dominates the Christmas the Christmas holiday time, because remember, Starfield release date is 11/11/22, exactly 11 years after Skyrim. And then if the rumored avowed release date of December 7th, 2022 is true, that's two major games in November and December that's going to dominate the holiday season. I can't. Sony, as for as much crap as we give them, is hyper competitive. I can't for the life of me see them sacrificing two holiday seasons in a row with no big game. So that's why I think it's going to come out. And Microsoft been kicking butt since the summer. Absolutely right, Pixel Bit. I'm a little behind on the comments, so let me catch up real quick, Tuck, because on my show I like to interact with the chat a bit, so I like to read the
Yeah, I
comments as
understand. I
well.
understand.
Yes,
I understand.
and so Phil Spencer said there are 40 teams making Xbox games. So Mr. Keena just said that Phil confirmed of 40 teams making Xbox games. And I don't know if you remember, Tuck. Years ago, they said that their goal was to have a major release every quarter on Game Pass.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so it's really, it's really just a wonderful time, and the fact that we could have a chat like this, Tuck, where it's all positive Xbox, is, you can't beat that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you think about it. You think about it, Unlimited. Okay, look at this. The top four games in the later part of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the Flight Simulator
Yeah.
is averaging a 90.
Yeah.
Um, the Ascended, I don't know what it's averaging, but I know it got to be pretty high too.
Right.
Then you have
Psychonauts.
then you
Psychonauts,
got
right?
Psychonauts. That's a 90. Then you got this card game out now,
Yeah.
Horizon 5.
Yeah.
It's averaging a 91. And Halo, we know Halo's gonna average like a 90.
Yeah.
And the Gump, no telling what it's gonna average too, but you know, I mean, I'm not, that, but like you said, I don't know what it averages. But you look at them doggone games that I've named out. The last 5 months. The last 5 months, we got like the number one games
Yeah.
in the last 5 months of the year.
Yep. Yeah, man. It's been
Now, where's PlayStation at? Nowhere to be found.
hey, there's a reason PlayStation talk about Xbox as much as we talk about Xbox stuff, because of stuff like that.
I know. I know what I want to say.
Oh yeah, what was
And,
it?
and matter of fact, when I talked to Bone, I talked to Mr. 100 today,
Uh-huh.
and he said that wasn't that was the used to be an executive over Sony that gave Xbox the comment over the Horizon Frozen Motorsports 5.
Oh,
That wasn't nothing that PlayStation came out with. That was
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was him that said that. That was the ex I forgot his name, the one that
Wasn't
they
it
fired.
Yoshida? It was Yoshida, right?
Yeah, it was a shooter that said that.
Yeah,
So Mikey, so I got to give kudos for 100 telling me that, because I thought it was some executive from Sony, but he said
right.
no. He said that was an ex executive that said that to Microsoft. He said
Oh, okay.
James Ryan ain't gonna say shit.
Oh no. He really ain't gonna say shit, man. Jim, come on, Tuck. All Jim Ryan does is watch. He just follows what Phil Spencer does and just steal from him 6 months later. That's all he does. That's the Jim Ryan playbook. That's why they
Yeah,
got games going to PC. That's why they try to bolster up PlayStation now, even though they only got like 2 million subscribers, something like that. Even though the server's been around for years, like 5 years before Game Pass came out. Because I mean that's why they switched their focus from sales as a measurement of success to active users and engagement. Because they know, and like other things said, Jim Ryan doesn't play games, man. Jim Ryan, I'm pretty sure he never played a game in his life. He's just the only one left. He's just the only one left to take over as PlayStation head of PlayStation. Because remember, in the PS4 generation, they lost a lot of people. Sean Layden's and Yoshida's and all them. Uh, and what's that dude? Daniel House, I think his name was. So they lost executive at the top. And
yeah,
in the
they
span
did.
that Phil Spencer was head of Xbox, Sony had like six fucking people. I mean, they were just going through bodies over there at Sony, man. It's like Jack Trenton and Andrew House. That's who it was. Those are the guys who left in that time span. Thank you, other Zinc. So yeah, it's not all roses. As much as Sony tries to brag about sales and stuff, it's clearly not roses. All roses and sunshine over there, like it is over here on Xbox. You know, I mean, PlayStation is their only real money making brand. They're holding on to with a death grip on that Spider-Man license, because they don't want to give that up to Disney, because they know their film division ain't shit. And speaking of Spider-Man talk, I don't think anybody realized this, but you remember the controversy last year with Spider-Man being exclusive to that Marvel Avengers game?
Right.
Apparently he's now finally coming to PlayStation, and nobody cares. Isn't that something?
Hell, you know what? Damn, I didn't even I didn't even think I forgot all about that.
Yeah, so did I until I mentioned Spider Man. Now I don't think anybody remembered that.
Nobody don't even care. Nobody, I mean, dude, nobody care about Spider Man. I mean, nobody care about Spider Man until they start. Oh, he's not going to Sony fan. Oh, well, we got Spider Man,
Yeah,
dude. Well, I mean, we had Spider Man before too.
yeah,
Spider Man is not a big deal.
yeah. It's, and when the Wolverine game got revealed and everybody was begging Microsoft, you won't survive without a superhero game. How is that working out now? And let me say this: I'm a huge fan of comic books and superhero and all that. I wouldn't have my man John Stewart Green Lantern as my avatar if I didn't like that stuff. And I even said it before, and I'll say it again. I actually like that Spider-Man game. I didn't think it was the greatest thing since sliced bread, like everybody pretends to be, but I had fun with it. Uh, but but when you see something like this, where absolutely nobody gives a shit that Spider-Man is finally on Avengers, it just shows you what we've been saying all along. The people don't care like that, and they were only hyping up Spider-Man and Miles Morales because they were exclusive. And I feel like this also supports my theory that these superhero games, while I love them, I don't think they're for everybody. Um, everybody. I see. I could do this thing, that society sometimes forget that exists, and I understand nuance. I understand that not everybody likes the same games I enjoy, Tuck. That's
Right, right.
he bot loves his beat 'em ups, man. He's always posting gameplay of beat 'em ups, right? You know, I haven't played a beat 'em ups. The last beat 'em up I played was Streets of Rage 4. Love that game, by the way. And Battletoads last year. Oh, really love that game. But I don't play beat 'em ups like that. Like he does. You look at there are people who don't like RPGs. I'm a huge fan of Western RPGs in particular. Your Mass Effects, your Fables. That's why I'm so hyped for Starfield and Avowed and all that. There are people who love the Japanese games, what's his name, Zobi 90 or something like that. He's
Right.
yeah, he's a huge fan of the Japanese games, and all that is wonderful. And I love a gaming world where people can enjoy whatever they like. If gaming was only single player third person action games, that shit would get boring fast.
Yep.
Gaming is one thing that I loved about Xbox, and they started doing this last generation, but didn't get the credit for, which they will be getting credit for now, is variety in games. We're not just getting first person shooters. We're not just getting Halo, and then Halo in modern times, and then Halo in medieval times. No, the Gunk is nothing like Halo. Forza is nothing like Halo. Gears is a third person shooter and doesn't play like Halo. Avowed is an RPG, nothing like Halo. These games are so different that it gives this sense of, it gives the identity its diversity instead of just feeling like copy and paste of the same thing just because it worked.
That's very true. That is very, very true. And I mean, oh man. I mean, man, PlayStation, don't get me wrong, they got a long way to go. I don't know what they're going to do. I know Jim Ryan already said don't expect for the PlayStation
Mm-hmm.
to have all their games come out like they used to
Right.
because they can't do it. I mean, it takes money. It takes a lot of money for you to turn around and make these games
Yeah.
and but this one thing I'm gonna give on another subject. I told my friend this. And this is what I told him. I said, to me, I think Horizon Zero Dawn is already done. I think it's already done.
Yeah.
But you don't bring them out with the heavy hitters this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah.
I mean, in other words, if they would have brought it out, people wouldn't be talking about it.
Yeah.
People still be talking about Forza right now, and they be talking about Halo, and they be talking about the other games that like Call of Duty. They be talking about them. And like I told my friend, and that's what I told him. I said it's a wise thing that they did because you don't want to come out with all these heavy hitters
Mm-hmm.
and then your game just be redundantly because Horizon Zero Five, I mean, because Horizon Forza
Forza.
Motorsport 5 is just taking over.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
a good point
and
because
they knew it. They
yeah.
knew that. They said,
Yeah.
no, we're gonna come out in February where it's kind of settled and people was kind of like, getting the income tax money and all that
Mhm.
stuff.
Yeah.
And that's how you want to do it.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
you
that's
don't
a
want to
good
come out
point.
with all them big hitters at one dog time.
Right.
No,
Well.
because because I'm like this. There's only going to be certain people that are going to be buying. There's going to be buying certain games.
Yep.
Okay, NBA, Call of Duty, um,
Madden.
Battle, the one that EA for the
Oh yeah,
Battlefield.
Battlefield.
I mean, those are games that people are going to be coming out with. Okay, I mean,
Mhm.
they're not even going to be interested in. I mean, maybe some people might be interested in Horizon Zero Dawn, Birth of the Wild, but as far as I'm concerned, and see, that's the beauty of having the Game Pass
Right.
is because of the fact that we can play our games without having to buy it right off the bat.
Right. Yeah.
And some
Exactly.
people didn't bought Horizon Zero. I mean, the card game Horizon 5 right off the bat.
Mhm.
Some people didn't bought it for $99.
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't bought the card pack. The card pack cost me $45. I bought it. I'm enjoying the game. I'm loving it. And the thing about it is, I'm gonna tell you right now, everybody right now, I'm thinking about buying the hard copy too and keeping that as a collector's item.
Yeah. No. That's what 100%. That's what I'm doing. Well, I bought the controller, the Forza Horizon controller, and that was $75. So the fact that the game was on Game Pass is why I did it that way, and that way I could buy it physically, or just to add it to my collection, like you said, later down the line. Because yeah, that controller was a bit pricey, but it's a wonderful controller. And let me also add this, Tuck. What you're saying about Sony not having Horizon out this time a year. Um, there's no way possible it would have had 5 million players day one. You know what I'm saying? There's
Oh
is
no,
no
no.
situation. Yeah, that was not happening. People were not spending $60 or $70, however much the game cost, on Horizon 2. This November, 5 million people wasn't going to do that. Uh, eh, so they're definitely saving it till February, a lighter time of year. Like you said, people got their income tax, and then if it sells well, they could brag about sales in their usual manner and not have to compete with a game that had 5 million players in one day.
Right, right. And the thing about it is, and this was scary. This scared the whole doggone thing out of me. No telling what kind of download content that Microsoft is going to come out to rebuttal against Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm
Yeah.
serious.
Well, I mean, look, they've had the Hot Wheels DLC. They had that amazing Fast and Furious DLC on Forza
Yeah.
Horizon 2. Uh, they had one for Forza Horizon 4 as well. Which one was that? Forza Horizon also had a DLC that was awesome, and it's escaping me at the moment. So yeah, so it's not unlike Microsoft to have these massive DLC packs and bundles for Forza Horizon 5.
And let me ask you
Oh
this.
yeah, it was Lego. It was Lego. Forza
Okay,
Horizon 4 had the Lego DLC. That's right.
okay, and let me ask you this. When did Microsoft say they're gonna have the co-op out, right? They say they're gonna be 3 months later?
For Halo,
Yeah, the co-op.
yeah, I think co-op was 3 months, and then Forge mode was 6 months.
So will that be around February?
Yeah, yeah,
February, March,
yeah. That'll be there around
somewhere
that
around
time
that
of year.
time? And then they're
Yeah,
gonna have plenty of time to turn around and bring videos out about what they're gonna do with the co-op and all that stuff.
yeah. You
I'm
know what?
telling you,
Hey,
man.
Pixel Bit G just said that Horizon 2 is releasing around the same time Halo Infinite Co-op and some season 1 is supposed to hit. So yeah, that's going to be something.
They're releasing around when?
Uh in March when Halo Infinite Co-op and the season 1, for the multiplayer is released.
See that? See right there? They got a hard time winning that.
Yeah. We got some smart ass fans in the chat, man. These guys know their stuff. I
No,
love
they
it.
know their stuff, and hey man, I'm glad that you point that out. I mean, I'm glad I brought it up, but I'm glad you pointed it out because
Yeah.
man, I'm telling you, man, Microsoft's not BSing around.
No, not at all.
They're gonna rebuttal everything. Every time when Sony come out with something, they're gonna come out with something too.
Yeah. And
Guarantee you that.
and they're doing it in the best way because Microsoft is just doing their thing. They're not trying to force nothing on it. They're having this nice diverse set of games. They're doing
Yeah.
it the best way possible. They're trying to hit all check marks. And hopefully next year we get Age of Empires 4 the release on Xbox. In the same way that Flight Simulator came out on PC first, then came to Series X and S. So
Right.
I'm expecting something like that as well next year. Yeah, but it's been wonderful. With that said, Tuck, I'm about to start wrapping it up, man. It was a wonderful show. I thank you for coming and joining me, man. You got any final thoughts?
Well, my final thoughts is this, okay, y'all. This all to all the Xbox people who are loyal Xbox fans and all that stuff. Stay loyal to your brand. Microsoft is doing the right thing.
Yep.
They promise you that they're gonna bring single player experiences, which As far as I'm concerned, I'd rather have them just bring out all the experiences so we can experience everything that a single player, a multiplayer, a co-op have to offer. It don't
Right.
have to just be a single player one and done, and then after that you don't play the damn game no more. I mean,
Right.
I really don't have no point in that. I really don't see no point in that. But if that's what
Mhm.
they want, that's what some of the fans want, that's what they're gonna get. But thing about it is, but the main thing is this: is like you said, unlimited and your valuable guests and all that stuff. When they come out with these single player games, these games gonna be long. They're gonna be long as I don't know when they're gonna have download content to them too. So with that being said, I'm hoping that some people is satisfied with the single player experiences, which like
Yeah.
I said, for myself, I'd rather have all three elements instead of one,
Right.
because when you got all three or you got all four, it's better. Anything better than having one.
Exactly.
So then once they do it, I don't hear nobody complain about, well, that's just a one and done. I
Yeah.
don't want to hear it. Y'all want y'all one and dones. You got them.
Yep.
So but I'm going to enjoy my games no matter what. I love, like I've said, I love Xbox. Xbox is only the only box. It's the best box, and that PS5 crap ain't nothing but a lot of crap. So
Great way to put it.
that's my whole insight and my whole enchilada on that. So but I really enjoyed you, Colin. I'm hoping that you do these more so we can get together on these shows and everything, and just just clown these PS5 punk birds, as I call them.
Yeah.
And they ain't never a lot of punks now. They real quiet, hiding behind they hide behind their cars, or they mini skirts, or they mama's mini skirts. So they just hide behind.
Oh
They
man.
just
Love it.
right now they just hiding right now. They just don't know what
Hi.
to do. So
Nowhere to
they just don't know
go.
what to do right now, man. I mean, they just don't know what to do, man. So that's really basically all I got to say about that. So, but I enjoyed your show, man. You got real good
Yeah.
content, and the people that you got coming to the show. And one thing I do like about your show, you actually read into their comments, and you really want to have their good thoughts. So, and I'm hoping that I can be on your show more, because I really did enjoy it. I really
Yeah.
did enjoy it, and I think we got good chemistry together.
Oh yeah, definitely, man.
So
It was a fantastic show, and same with the comments. I love interacting with the comments. Because like I said, there are a lot of smart people who leave comments on my channels, and when I do these streams and stuff. And they're good people as well, and I love their input. So I like reading comments and stuff when they post it, and others Inc, KTG Gaming, Dirt Gritty, Pixelbit G, Mr. Keena, just so many wonderful people that came and stopped by. So yeah, we're about to. This is it, guys. We're wrapping it up. Y'all have a good week. Thank you for joining the Unlimited Truth. Thank you for joining.
and all I gotta say is this one. I gotta say one more thing.
Yeah, what is it?
Sony Pony, stop hiding behind your mama's skirt. Okay, and get a set of
Exactly.
nuts.
Exactly. Grow a pair, Sony fan. All right, and we are out.
Okay.